Hi everybody and welcome to Lazy Cat Tarot. Okay, let's get to it. Another day, another reading. This is a Lionsgate portal reading of August 8th, 2024, and this is for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, let's see what's going to happen for you in and around August 8th. Days coming to it, days after it. It's a powerful manifestation portal that comes where Saturn is a ruling planet of, discipline and following the rules and structure and limitations. And this window allows us to work around those limitations. It gives us glimmers of how to get through that and how to manifest what we want in a really clear and powerful way. So let's get a focus card or two and we'll see where things go. The first one that popped out on its own was surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Okay, so this is about surrendering to the outcome. It's not about, so what this means is, let's say you've got a business thing that you're doing and you want to get to a certain stage, by a certain time. And what this card is saying is the very end result. Don't get stuck on that. Focus in on the increments and the steps that you need in order to get you there, and you'll inevitably get there. But the goal is to focus on where you are in the moment, to back plan, to, whatever it is you need to do to take the action. And if you take that consistent action every day, then you're going to achieve those results. But if you've only got the results in your head, then it's too much energy that's charged into that. And the universe, the way it works is the more we grip something and really, are desperate for it, the universe distances us from that, because we need to let go of that intense need and just trust that it's going to come. And it always does. It always does. So then you have surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So this is definitely for Sagittarius. This is around either a business venture or this is around your a relationship where you're putting something in and you're ruminating and ruminating and ruminating about it, and you're looking for a certain outcome, and that outcome is not presenting itself to you. And there's a reason for that. There's blocks, right? So you've got some blocks with the thinking because the more you focus on, the more you get. And where your attention and your energy goes, that's exactly what you receive. So if you're focused on the worry and the anxiety and, all of those lowering tight emotions, then you're just going to get more of that. If you can let yourself loosen up and not have so much of that obsessive thinking, then there's room for growth, right? Because there's no room for growth or solutions when you're just obsessively on the hamster wheel with your mind. And when you have such a rigid expectation of what an outcome is going to be, whether that's for business or, for pleasure, for love, whatever that is. So we've got some cards, Sagittarius. We're pulling some tarot just to get deeper into this message. And I like to pull the ones that fly out because whoops, that's too many. Because those are the ones that want to be heard, right? Okay, so let's probably shuffle for the rest because they don't seem to be flying out at this point. So let's just cut the deck for that and we'll get the rest. You got about half that fell out. Whew. Wow. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow. Okay, holy smokes. Whew, Sagittarius. This might be a reading that goes beyond the gateway. There's a lot going on here. Let's take a look. Okay, so you've got some court cards. You've got some major arcana cards. You've got a lot of major arcana cards. So whatever this symbolizes for you. Whew, all right. So let's see how we go across here. Just looking at how to read it because these cards are strong. All right, we're going to go across. It just feels right. So starting out, you've got a major arcana of the world, and it's upright. This is Earth and Saturn is one of those planets we're dealing with right now. So this is celebration, long-term project is successful and accomplished, fulfillment and revel in the glory. This may signal a long-term move, literally far away. So you've got good things that are right in front of you here, Sagittarius. Everything is going to work out, but it's, how pain-free is it going to be? Let's keep going here. You've got the Emperor now, which is another major arcana, and this is a fire sign. So this is action and connected to Aries. He is connected to the Empress. He's a solid foundation provided by laws and regulations, systematic, and leads those in need of structure. Knowledge and wisdom is gained with experience and age. So this is a taskmaster. This is the one, and I would say you're being asked to embody a bit of this Emperor here, because Emperor is about logic. He's about structure. He's about learning how to navigate and do things step by step. And he's an expert in his field. He's not about the feels. He's quite, he's very consistent. He's very rigid. You don't have to be that rigid, Sagittarius, but definitely you've got to be more like him and get out of this hamster wheel and let go of this expectation that it has to end in a certain way, exactly the way you picture it. Just let the outcome come because you're doing the work for it. So then you have the Knight of Swords, and Swords is air energy. So this is mental, full charge ahead. Isn't that funny? I said I was going to read them across and I didn't. So that must be the way that this needs to go. I just noticed that. Full charge ahead. Thirst for knowledge, maybe too ambitious. So are you learning something? Knights are court cards, and they're the sort of middle stage. You've got your pages, which is youthful energy, and then you've got your knights, which is more of, it's the maturing energy. It's, you might be a young journeyman, you're gaining knowledge, you're pretty good in your field, and then you get the queens and kings, which are the experts, so to speak, in their field. So this is where, are you sort of spinning your wheels because you're thinking so much about, all the ifs and whats and what ifs and all the things, and maybe you're just blocking yourself here, right? Because with this card, with this Knight of Swords, this is mental energy. This is, you're just too, going for it, and you've just got to come back a bit and get some balance here for real. Like whatever this is might be really exciting for you and you're super gung-ho, but you've got to pull it back and be a little more systematic about it in order for it to really flow through and achieve what you want to achieve. So now you have the King of Laurels, which is also a court card, and this would be Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So this is corruption and greed, wealth and power over them, obsessed with material and monetary. Okay, so this is telling me, Sagittarius, that whatever you're doing, you need to be doing because you're passionate about it. It's not about the money. It's not about what you're going to get materialistically from this, Sagittarius. This is a window where you've got to shift your heart space a bit here, because whatever you're the most passionate about, you follow that passion to the highest of your ability at the time that you're in, and you really manifest, times a gajillion. It's the intensity and the joy and the real passion for it. So this is about getting out of the money thing. Just let that go. The money is going to be a natural consequence of the outcome of what you're doing. But in the doing, you need to get your head out of the money space. Like you really do. You need to let that go. It's always in awareness, I'm sure, but it can't be your main focus because that's just going to slow you down and sabotage you. And then right under that, you have the Nine of Laurels, which is a beautiful card. This is the fruits are, this is independence and success, time to enjoy your prosperity. You've worked hard for it. So it's coming. You've got it. It is coming, but you've got to lose that. You've got to shift your perception. You've definitely got to shift your perception. And now you have your next major arcana, which is the Hanged Man, Sagittarius in reverse. So this is water sign in Neptune, and this is actively ignoring the signs to rest or taking too much time. New insight needs action. Okay, so did you stall yourself? Did you sort of stall yourself because you got to this point where you were like, not sure what to do here. You know, I'm afraid it might fail. I'm afraid it might succeed. I'm not sure what's going on. You know, do they like me? Do they not? However this is going, it feels like it's business, but it could be personal as well. But it feels like it's business for sure, because there's the money and everything involved here. But this is where you've sort of gotten in your own way there. And it's saying, you know, you just got to get out of your own way. As you gain information and as you gain insight into what your next steps are, Sagittarius, you need to then plan and take action with those and incorporate those into your plans moving forward to your goal. And then moving forward, we have the Queen of Cups, which is lovely. This is emotions, right? So this is mature emotions, sensitive and considerate, empathetic, supportive, and intuitive guidance. So this Queen, this could represent a person. Could be someone in your life that's intuitive and is sort of a mentor for you, that is all the feels, but also, you know, somewhat psychic and is grounding, so they can help you to maybe gain some perspective with this, you know. Then you've got two major arcana here in a row. One is Death upright, and this is a water again, so you've had water before in Scorpio. So an ending is near, breaking from the past, moving through the pain to brighter things. This says to me, because it's near the end, you are shifting here. And it feels like a life shift. It feels like a life shift. This is coming through. It feels like what's happening here is you're finally going to make this shift that you haven't made for a long time. I'm getting excited. It's just flowing. You've been looking towards making this shift in perspective for a long time, Sagittarius. You've been so focused on success, meaning money. And because of that, somehow, you know, you've been blocked at a lot of different passes. And this message, and you have received this message in different ways in the past. There's been glimmerings of this message coming to you, but now you're really going to lean into it, and you're taking the action that's needed in order to shift and go towards your passion, to follow the intuition, to push past that fear of illusion, you know, because fear, the illusion of fear, sorry, because, you know, fear is, the body doesn't recognize the difference between excitement and nervousness. So if you tell it that it's excited, then that's the energy you're going to feel, right? Because in the physical body, it doesn't recognize it either way. So you are going to shift. There is this Death card, means you're finally going to lay something down that hasn't been serving you. You're going to push through some fears, and you're really going to go for what it is in the way that aligns best with your higher self. And the outcome's going to be great. So then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is in reverse. This is fire sign, so this is you and Jupiter. Accept some things are out of your control. Identify what is in your power and what isn't. So the obsessive thinking, I think, is more around what is in your control and what isn't. So there's been a lot of this what ifs, anticipation, making up your own stories about what might be happening, what could happen, what should happen. All of the things, all the stories we make in our head before we face something. And then once we face that thing, it's so much easier than all the stories we told ourselves, right? So this is about what's really there, what's really something that's in your control, what do you need to let go of, and like literally just drop it and not have it in your awareness at all, because it's interfering with your ability to be clear. So that's where you need to assess, where am I stalling myself? Stalling, right? Where am I stalling myself? Where am I letting fear get in there and chip away at my greatness and all the things? You know, you've got to give it a go and get in there. So Sagittarius, let's pull a couple more messages here. It's a pretty clear reading, and it looks like it's going to be a really great outcome. You've just got to go step by step. You've got to slow your roll down, you know, and things I think will be good. You've got a less attachment to the ultimate outcome, because if you plan it right, if you're consistent, if you do the work in the moments, the outcome is inevitable. It's going to be great. All right, so let's pull this. And please, if you can, like and subscribe. I'm just a little channel, and I'd love to grow and share. And if you're digging it and you think somebody else might get into it, then, you know, like and share and subscribe. That'd be awesome. Okay, so we've got some final words here for Sagittarius. And you've got breath. The trigger statement, I can't breathe. The true statement is, I am open to all possibilities. You're ready to let go of the suffering so you can take in new possibilities. Release so you can receive. That's basically been the whole message. Like right in a nutshell, that's it right there, right? So that's just affirming for you. Second is opportunity. The trigger statement is, I doubt it. And the truth statement is, there is hope. With fresh eyes, see the potential within the situation. And again, that's exactly what we've been talking about. Changing your perspective, changing the way you see it, changing the way you're acting on it, and things will be different. And then I pulled a last one, motivation. The trigger statement is, I don't know where to start. But encouraging, the truth statement is, I take action now. You will find clarity and the ability to create now. This is your time to make things happen. Couldn't be a more perfect message, Sagittarius. Congratulations. I'm really happy for those of you this will connect with and who are going to really experience something lovely and satisfying. And it's going to go longer than this Leo gateway, right? This is a long-term reading. And this has happened with one other sign within the gateways. One other sign had a very long-term reading. This is not short-term. So congratulations, and I wish you all of the best and all the success, Sagittarius. This is your Lionsgate reading for 2024. Remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time.